Bob, thanks. Now, a very tragic story that we've been following all weekend. Fire crews tell us they still do not know what caused the fire that killed 5 people, including a baby, in a Warwick home on Saturday. The victims were all on the second floor of the Buttonwood Avenue house. Warwick's fire chief tells us investigators have determined that it was not set intentionally.
We've ruled out suspicion, okay? We believe, we ruled that out completely. At this time, we've got some theories going on, and we're just trying to make everything come together and work so that before we release that.
The chief also tells us that the home did have 2 smoke detectors. Fire crews initially told us they did not find any inside. However, the chief says the detector was on the second floor and was not going off when fire crews arrived on the scene, even though it did have batteries.
In the meantime, we're learning more about the 5 victims from the people who knew them best. Eyewitness News reporter Catherine Sotnick spoke to the victims' family and friends last night. She continues our in-depth coverage from Warwick with the West Bay Mobile Newsroom.
Well, I did speak with the family and friends of Dan Janik of Woonsocket. They say at this point they still cannot believe what happened here in this house behind me. They say at this point none of it feels real.
So you ask, why? Why everyone?
Family and friends trying to make sense of it all. 5 people killed by fire Saturday while they slept inside this Warwick home, the front now covered in flowers.
I still just pray, hope he comes walking through that door.
They were a family. Dan and Amanda and Annabelle were a family.
Family members say 20-year-old Dan Janik of Woonsocket recently proposed to his girlfriend, 21-year-old Amanda Villeneuve of Warwick. They had a 7-month-old baby girl together, Annabelle. All were killed in the fire. Family says Annabelle was a highlight of their lives.
They paid so much attention to her, and it was their whole lives. She just came into their world, and they were just thrilled.
The couple's friends, 24-year-old Nicholas Gilson of North Smithfield and 20-year-old Taylor Lackey of Gloucester, also died. Another friend sleeping on the first floor made it out alive, but too overcome by smoke when he went to warn the others. The fire chief says it's likely the 5 victims never woke up, overcome by carbon monoxide. Still little relief for Janik's friends.
And for him to be gone like this in the blink of an eye, it really brings perspective what life is.
By him just being taken away from you and knowing that he's not going to be here anymore, it's just terrible.
4 of the victims attended Mount St. Charles Academy in Woonsocket, and now instead of wedding plans, Janik's family making funeral arrangements.
He was very kind and warm. When he hugged you, you knew he meant it.
Just pray for him. Hope he's up with God right now.
And Nick Gilson is remembered as a very dedicated, determined hockey player at Mount St. Charles Academy. He is the younger brother of Jeff Gilson, who played for the Providence Bruins and the Boston Bruins as well. Nick Gilson is also the son of Joel Gilson, who is the fire chief in North Smithfield. As for Dan Janik, he is also remembered as a very good basketball player at Mount St. Charles Academy as well. He is also the cousin of Rocco Baldelli, who is a former Red Sox player. Reporting with the West Bay Mobile Newsroom from Warwick, I'm Catherine Sotnick, Eyewitness News.